from a society perspective, if that's a happiness
Yeah,
trigger, there's less of those happiness triggers in the day.
I think you're dead right. I think you're dead right. And we know it used to be that people in middle age were the unhappy group, and young and old were
Mhm.
happier. That curve has collapsed,
Wow.
and now it's only the old buffers like me who are happier, and the young and the middle aged are equally unhappy,
Wow.
or relative compared to
Yeah.
the older people.
And what do we think? What drives that from the younger cohort? Because
It's all. I don't think anyone can say for certain, and there's
yeah,
certainly not one thing. And we tend to blame social media for everything. But
yeah,
there's no doubt about it. If you spend a lot of time on your own on a device, not interacting with people a lot, we know that will tend to make you less happy, because so relationships give you not only a sense of happiness but a sense of purpose and meaning. And so we know Ireland has quite a high level of self-reported loneliness,
hmm
and loneliness is a real source of unhappiness. And what's the cause of that? There's no doubt about devices, and social media is probably part of the story, but there's many other aspects to it. Maybe different fashions, different habits. People are going to the gym, listening to a podcast rather than going to the pub and having a laugh with their friends.
I see people driving now with headphones.
Yeah, yeah,
That fascinates me.
yeah, yeah,
Is it it upsets me anyway. From load of reasons, it's just a weird thing to do, but it's very common. And like that, as opposed to chatting in the car,
yeah,
there are now 2 or 3 people in the car with each with a
yeah,
headset
yeah,
on,
yeah,
listening
yeah,
to their preferred whatever,
yeah, yeah,
as opposed to interacting.
yeah, yeah. Exactly, and we're a group species, and
Mm.
other you know, if we forget how to interact with other people, then and lose the skills, then that's not good for our happiness.
Fascinating.
I know, and some of these tech companies are Silicon Valley, they're now saying, "Oh yes, we can offer technology solutions to the loneliness epidemic."
An AI pal.
Oh, an AI pal,
Frightening. It's frightening.
and
Yeah.
people are using their AI as confidants. They are using it. They are using it, and they have to. They should be very cautious, because you're giving all your private information into a well.
As someone who spent their life's work on this type of content, are you concerned about the future on a societal level?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I really am quite worried about it. I just. I worry. I worry about the consequences of having a small number of men in California who, with incomes greater than many countries combined, and that huge division. We already have these big inequality divisions in society, but these are going to become huge, accelerated hugely, because some people are going to pick up on AI and they're going to use it and benefit from it, and they will then accelerate ahead of those who are not using it. And so it's a big challenge of having so many disaffected people with jobs that are less valuable because cognitive skills that were once valued are now commodified.
And are we chasing a happiness that is becoming harder and harder to attain based on how we live and some of the things we've talked about so far, in terms of even walking down the street, we don't look at each other anymore, we look down, we're isolating ourselves.
Yeah. And we have to realize that what AI cannot replace is human collective empowerment and collective creativity, and also our connection with nature. So relationships is one source of happiness, but being exposed to nature is another. People get happier if they're in a forest or if they're in a park or something green. There's an evolved primitive connection that we have with other living things
Mm-hmm.
that activates some very primitive, basic happiness in us. So that's why you probably shouldn't, be listening to your podcast as you walk through the forest. You should use your attention to absorb that, and your mood will be lifted if you're connected with nature. So nature and other people are critical for us recapturing our happiness. And recapturing our happiness is very much about recapturing our attention, because the technology titans are thieves. They're thieves of our attention. They make money out of our attention. That's the new commodity. And what we pay attention to determines our emotional state. So if we pay attention to scrolling of successful people, or I don't know, people achieving all this or doing, if we're draining our happiness by focusing on unattainable goals. Whereas if we pay attention to our friend while walking in the park, we know that that's going to lift our mood and lift our happiness.